What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from the Scalar Learning channel. Just give me 1 second as I quickly check the audio. The reason why I always do this, by the way, is because I did have one instant where the audio just wasn't working, and I didn't know until the end, and it was kind of disappointing. But what's up? Yeah, we're working. Okay, it's all good. So happy Friday. First of all, we're getting pretty close to this August SAT. I believe we're about 3 weeks away, so that's pretty exciting. Wait, sorry. 3 weeks away. 2 weeks away. Wow. Excuse me. 2 weeks away. We're super close. Now, here's the dealio. Starting on Monday, we're going to be cranking out daily content, okay? Daily live streams. I'm just figuring out exactly what that's going to center around. Obviously, SAT math, but in what form precisely, we're going to figure that out. But yeah, we're really getting close to the test date, and then we're going to have a steady stream of constant content for you guys to get ready and get prepped. Plus, we got some other really special videos that we're working on as well, in particular, one about SAT math formulas. But that's just one of many things that we've got coming. More English videos. Hope you guys like Rosie. And by the way, thank you guys so much for all the likes, and that, you know, to me, that's like you guys showing me support and saying, hey, we appreciate what you're doing. So anytime you guys are clicking that like button, leaving a comment of support, I check it out, I read it, I notice it, and it's a big help. So thank you, everybody. And this community is kind of awesome. And if you haven't checked out our Discord server yet, you can join our Discord server that is in the description below, and that's a really strong community of eager test takers that want to do their absolute best and see what they can achieve. All right. Here we go, guys. Hi, Super Skill. What's up? Vieira. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Cuddle Coder. What a legendary name. Hi, and Arion Nikam. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the live streams. Awesome to see you guys. So if you guys haven't seen these yet, I'm taking these mini tests. They are timed 15 minutes, and they're really good practice from Khan Academy because it's a mixed bag. I feel like the difficulty level is pretty on point with the real SAT. Sometimes it's harder, and I'll point it out when I feel like, hey, it's a bit of a stretch. It doesn't feel like the actual College Board wording or this and that, because sometimes there's a split, but they do a pretty good job. Okay, Rabab, what's up? What time do I come live every day? So we're working on that in terms of being more consistent. But when we start next week, when I do the daily ones, we're going to set specific times, set out a schedule so everybody knows what's up. Jacob, howdy. Rabab, hi. Okay, here we go. We're going to start in 3. Oh, let me close all this. 2, 1. What's up, Ann? Here we go. Let's do it. Zane spent $20 during this last outing at a bowl. Oops, let me get my thing up here. Spent $20 at this last bowling. This included one-time shoe rental fee. Oops. One-time shoe rental fee of $350 plus bowling on number of games. It took 45 minutes to bowl each game, and he took 2 hours and 15 minutes. I can use a calculator, by the way, but I know that's 135 minutes is 2 hours, and that's 3 of those. 3 times that is 135. So he did. How much money did it cost per game? So it's 3 games times the cost equals $20. So now we got an equation. Subtract 350 from both sides. Whoops. 3x equals 20 minus 350 is 1650. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. It's 550. But you can use your calculator if you want. But you know 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 50 cents, $1.50. Add them up. And it's the winner. Boom. Done. Next. In August 2009, Usain Bolt, I was just reading about this guy, he's a legend, ran 100 meters in 9.58 seconds, setting the world record. They're approximately 1.094 yards in a meter. Was Usain Bolt's average speed in yards, and they underline that per second. So right now, yards per second. So right now we've got 100 meters in 9.58 seconds. So I'm just going to divide 100 by 9.58. And we're going to get the meters per second. So right now, he's traveling at 10. I'm going to try and do a 0.4384. I'm just going to do long thing. That many meters per 1 second. So now, I don't have to worry about converting this, doing anything with the seconds because we're in seconds. But let's do our little dimensional analysis to convert from meters to yards. Remember, if the meters is on top, we need meters on the bottom and yards on the top. And then that way, the meters will cancel out. And then we just need an equivalency. So I need 1.094 to 1 meter, cancel out, multiply. So it's this times 1.094. And it is 11.42 when we round. D is the answer. Done. Next. A tablespoon of sodium chloride add to 1 quart of water. Oh, got it. Oh, tablespoons. Okay, so let's understand the graph. So 1 temperature of boiling water above 200. Okay, got it. So this would be like 205 degrees, 210, 215, 220, etc. So let's see. So you add no salt. So it seems like every time you add a tablespoon of salt, the boiling point goes higher. In 11th grade science class, controlled experiment determined the effect of adding sodium chloride. Okay. Based on the results of the experiment, what conclusion is not valid? Okay. The more sodium chloride that is added, the higher. No, because that's the most obvious conclusion. I said that anyways, so let's cross that off. The more sodium chloride that is added to water, there's not a valid necessarily conclusion. I mean, because it's talking about temperature, you could imply that perhaps that is the case, but I don't think we have evidence for that. I'm probably leaning that B is the answer, but let's see C. There's an association between adding sodium chloride to water and an increase in the boiling temperature of water. Yes. There is a linear relationship between sodium chloride. Yeah, there is a linear because it's linear. There is an association. Yeah, this is the only one. I mean, this one is a little definite, so that does raise a flag, but I'm going to roll with B because B seems to be make the least sense. All right. Christopher has at most $18.50 to spend at the convenience store. He buys one bag of bananas for $1.50 and a bottle of apple juice for $1.55. Gasoline at the store costs $2.35 per gallon. Which of the following number of gallons can he buy without exceeding his budget? So it's basically he's got $1.50 and he's got spent $1.55 and then he spends $2.35 per gallon and everything's got to equal $18.50. That's it. We got an equation to solve. So that becomes 305 plus 2.35x equals 1850. Then we're going to subtract 305. So 18.5 minus 305 equals 1545. 1545 equals 2.35x. Last step, we divide both sides by 2.35. I'm writing on the text. Sorry about that. So this, hold on. Make sure I'm not making any mistakes. Boom. 657. Uh-oh. Wait, what? That answer's not there. Hold on. Let me just make sure I didn't write anything down wrong. Exceeding is. Oh, I get it. So they're not providing this. It's this. This is a terrible question. Because obviously the lowest one has got to be right. This is a badly written question because this has to work. Oh, wait, no, it does say. Yeah, it doesn't say what is the most amount of gas. It says which of the following can he buy? Well, the lowest has got to work because if this works, then that works too. So this is kind of silly. All right, it's a bad question. All right, here we go. What is the equation of the line graph? The next one passes through this and is perpendicular to this. Means the slope is going to be the negative reciprocal. So -3 would be 1/3, and then we use point slope. Y minus the y value equals 1/3 times x minus that x value of the coordinate. And they have it in slope-intercept form, so distribute, 1/3 x, and that becomes -2, right? And then you have to add 3 to both sides, so it's adding 3 here, and that becomes 1. So y equals 1/3 x plus 1, and this is the winner. Now, if you want to make sure, we know the slope is right, plug in 6 and make sure we get 3. If I plug in 6, that becomes 2 plus 1 is 3. Boom, done. Next. Which of the following is equivalent to the expression? Okay, let's look at the answers for equivalent. So we're just combining these guys. So look, these denominators are almost good, but we need to get them to be the same. So here's what we can do. I can multiply the top and bottom by -1 because that's still 1, right? So if we multiply this by negative on the bottom, that becomes negative, that becomes a plus, right? So now we've got. And then it basically flips. And then but the 4 has also got to go negative. So check this out. It becomes x squared over x minus 2 plus -4 over x minus 2 because the negative goes there and the negative goes there. Now they have the same denominator. It now becomes x squared minus 4 over x minus 2. Obviously, we want to factor. Oh, wait. Yeah. Now we want to factor. So that becomes x minus, that's the difference of squares, x minus 2, x plus 2. Over x minus 2. Cancel. X plus 2 is the winner. Boom, done. All right, next. A function with the equation y equals this is graphed in the x plane. The graph's only two relative extrema or relative maximum at -1, 2. So look, this is going to look like this. They're talking about a relative maximum at -1, 2, and a relative minimum at 1, -2. You probably don't, I don't like I wrote over that. I apologize. You know what? I'll do a better job here. There we go. It's not getting in the way of the text. -1, 2, and 1, -2. This is just generally like how these cubic functions look. It's not so essential that you know that, but I'm just whatever. And then which of the following statements accurately describes what the function is increasing and decreasing? So check it out. You can kind of see this is increasing because that means it has a positive slope, and it's increasing here, positive slope, and this is where it's decreasing. So the function is increasing when x is less than -1, correct? Decreasing when it's between -1 and 1, like we said, and increasing when x is greater than 1. This is exactly what we said, and this is exactly what we see here. So A is probably the answer, but let's look at this. The function is decreasing when x is less than -1. False. The function is increasing when x is less than -2. False, because it's decreasing right there. The function is decreasing when x is less than -2. Yeah, but see, it doesn't. We need this. The -1 and the 1 are the important pockets. So I'm a little suspicious that I don't think, I've never seen a question like that specific talking about relative extrema and stuff and increasing, decreasing on the real SAT. I'm just throwing that out there. So that did seem a little bit out of the ballpark. But an archaeologist uses accelerated mass spectrometry on the Adrian buried branch. At 68% confidence level, spectrometer of the branch was 10,000 years old, margin over 200 years. So 10,000 years old, 200 years. So that means the zone immediately is from 9,800 to 10,200. We know that this is the real zone of possible values. Which of the following could the spectrometer report as the age at a 95? Oh, and then when you have a greater confidence level, it expands. That zone's got to expand, right? So first of all, the 10,000 shouldn't change. So these are out because we're still going to have the same center point. But now when we have a greater confidence level, it means that range expands. The margin of error gets bigger because then we're more likely to capture the actual value in there. So margin of error 50, no, that would shrink the confidence level. It's this one. Boom, done. Number 9. A business analyst is deciding the amount of time allotted to each employee for meetings and training. He wants the sum of meeting and training time to be no more than 16 hours per month. What's the sum of meeting and training time? To be no more than 16 hours per month. Also, there should be at least one training hour. At least one training hour for every 2 meeting hours. Hold on. For every 2 meeting hours. If there's 2 meeting hours, then there should be 1 training hour, which means I'd put the 2 here. Should be at least. Hold on, let me make sure that's right. So if there's 2, then this has to be at least 1. If this is 4, this would have to be at least 2. So that makes that, okay, we got it. Finally, there should be at least 2 meeting hours per month to discuss short-term goals. What is the difference between the maximum and the minimum number of monthly training hours that could be allotted? Okay, I'll have to wrap my head around this. So the minimum would be 2 meeting hours. 2 meeting hours. And then if there's 2 meeting hours, there has to be 1 training hour. So that's the minimum, right? There should be at least 2 meeting hours per month. Okay. Once the sum of the meet to me. Okay. And then the maximum would be where we're getting close to 16. So let's say it would have to be 12 and 6, 10 and 5. Hold on. 10. So if there's 10, there could be 5. If there's 12, there would have to be 6. That wouldn't work. So the most we could have here would be 10 hours, and that would be No. Uh-oh, I misunderstood something because finally there should be at least 2 meeting hours. No, there should be at least 1 training hour for every 2 meeting hours. Finally, there should be at least 2 meeting hours. What is the total? What is the difference between the maximum and the minimum number of monthly training hours that could be allotted to an employee? Oh, shoot. I think I misunderstood something. Hold on. A business owner designing time allowed for each employee who wants the sum of the meeting and the training time to be more than so there should be at least one training hour for every 2 meeting hours. For every 2 meeting hours. So one training hour. So if we have 2, then that'd be 1. 4, that'd be 2. That's right. And then what is the difference between the maximum and minimum number of monthly training hours that could be? Oh, at least. Oh, wait. Okay, got it. So the minimum is 1. You could just have 2, and then you'd have 14 training hours, and then the difference is 13. Okay, good. Got it. Okay, let's see if I can get the last one. I only have 2 minutes left. Oh, it's long. All right, let's try. The cell cycle is the process by which a single cell replicates itself. A microbiologist debates whether cell growth during the cell cycle is linear or exponential. Hegel look at something microbiology probabilities. Okay, which of the following best describes the relationship between time and length of the cell? So is it linear or exponential? So the good thing is this is going up basically consistently. So is this going up consistently? This is going up by about 14. Then it's going up. Nope, it's not, because then it's going up by 20, let's say 6. It's basically doubling, it looks like. Then it's going up by almost like 50. Okay. It's exponential for sure. Because the length increases by the same factor. Yeah, it's the same factor. Length increases. It's not the same number. Same number, it's not. But same factor, yeah, because it's approximately doubling. I wouldn't say, it's probably not exactly the same factor, but it's probably close. All right, let's see how we did. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got them all. Okay. Let's go back to the comments. All right. In the future, will you ever do AP calculus videos? You know what? I will, I think. That's a great idea. I've been tutoring more calculus, and I really like it. So, yes. Can you make reading and writing? Yeah. The mini test, that would have to be my English tutor, one of my English tutors, so possibly. But thank you, Ferris. Jacob. Oh, let's see. What's up, Izza? How you doing? Rabab, thank you. Thank you, Rabani. I appreciate that. Yo. Did you know Calvin Coolidge was the only president born on 4th? Okay, that is pretty cool. Sweet. Thank you. Can you make more video? Yeah, for sure. We got a really good video coming out on SAT formulas, like an all cumulative one. And that's going to be super important. This is the busiest time of the year in terms of just multiple things, not in terms of tutoring, but other things. So we're just trying to get a lot of stuff done in the next few weeks. So just bear with me, but SAT is obviously a top priority. We're doing our best. And I want to say, I got to jump off because I got to get ready for my next tutoring appointment. But thank you guys so much, everybody. Yes, it is possible to go from a 1390 to a 1500 in 2 weeks, but it depends on many, many factors. I don't know what that 1390 is from. Did you do no prep? Did you make a lot of silly mistakes that you can quickly correct? So, I mean, it's possible, but I can't say for sure. And it's tough, but it is possible. Quickly, I'll answer your question, Rabab, and then I got to go. All right. So question 7. Yeah. So as I mentioned, when I was taking this, I don't feel like this is representative of what you'll actually see on the SAT with the language of the relative maximum, minimum, and I mean, also like a cubic function just without a graph. I just haven't seen it a lot. So, I mean, that's just going off my experience and my history, but I could be wrong. I am noticing little changes in the SAT lately. They're definitely doing more box and whisker plots, stuff like that. So they're definitely, it's an evolving thing, but I would not expect to see something like this. That's my opinion. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Thank you for all the likes. And if you did like this video, if you haven't done so yet, please click that like button. If you want to see more SAT math content from the Scalar Learning channel, make sure to click subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.